Hello friends, today I'm going to tell you about anime where big sister wanted her brother. Guys, I know, my English is so bad, but I hope you can understand me. Well, subscribe to my channel and enjoy watching this video. Let's go. Keita, a high school student who finds himself living with his two stepsisters, Ako and Riko, who are deeply in love with him. As the three siblings navigate their conflicted feelings for each other, they encounter a number of comedy and risky situations, leading to a series of awkward and hilarious moments. Keita Suminoe is faced with a dilemma. His twin stepsisters, Ako and Riko, has been excessively amorous towards him, and his parents are away. Uncertain of what to do, Keita is at loss. However, when his parents are unable to attend a parent-teacher meeting, Ako and Riko discover the Nazi letter while rummaging through his belongings in a fit of excitement. They rush over to his school, but end up being pursued by a group of their admirers. Just when things seem to be getting out of hand, Keita intervenes and scolds his sister for causing a commotion despite his initial frustration. Keita soon realizes the reason behind their visit and hurries to catch up with them, apologizing for his behavior. He confesses that he had turned down an offer to attend another school and plans to study hard to gain acceptance into their high school. Ako takes it upon herself to assist Carter with his studies, hoping to enhance his changes of passing despite struggling to remain focused. At times they soldier on to motivate Keita echo attempts to showcase her bosom, but this only results in Keita becoming distracted in class. Underrated Ako comes up with an innovative study strategy, using her body as a canvas to jot down notes. While this does lead to some embarrassment in class, Kata's test scores improve significantly. Things take a turn when Keita acquires a kiss from Ako. To apparently gain anger with her, Ako confronts Keita and calmly causes him into selecting the wrong answer, so that he must endure the penalty kiss. Despite this setback, they continue to study diligently. Suddenly, their efforts are interrupted by Riko, who has been experimenting with cooking and prepares a snack for Keita. Unfortunately, the snack is revolting and indigestible. In the end, Keita manages to raise his grades, albeit slightly, and he expresses his gratitude towards Ako from his unwavering support. Meanwhile, Riko watches with envy as Ako basks in Keita's appreciations. Keita has grown increasingly frustrated with the constant kissing from Ako and Riko and decides to implement a total ban on some chews. One day, while overhearing that Keita has a sweet tooth, Riko decides to try her hand at making him some chocolate. Unfortunately, her attempt results in something truly horrific, but Riko is not one to give up. Easily determined to find a way to win Keita's affections, she gets a little creative. After stumbling upon one of her father's adult DVDs, she concocts a plan to use chocolate lipstick to lure Keita in with a mischievous glint in her eyes. Riko seductively applies the chocolate lipstick to her lips, urging Keita to come closer. Just as things starts, heat of their moment is rudely interrupted by none other than Ako and their third Riko present, Keita with another chocolate lipstick made from her own disaster chocolate recipe. Little did they know this with a recipe for disaster. Keita takes the bait and plants and kiss on Riko's lips, only to be met with a taste so violent it nearly kills him quite literally in a comical sense. Before we continue, take a moment to answer the question of the day: what anime has the best character development? Comment down. As Keita immerses himself in his studies at school, Ako and Riko take a moment to reflect on their first year of junior high. It was a time of great change from then their first taste of independence and freedom, but also the first time they were separated from their beloved brothers. Meanwhile, their teacher, Yuzuki Kiru, can help but listen in on their conversation and can help but wonder about the true nature of their relationship with Keita. After a long day of study, Carter heads out to the local shrine and to his surprise runs into Ako and Riko, who are there praying for his success and memories of his childhood come flooding back to him, and he recalls the time when he used to wish to marry both his sister. Sadly, his father had to break it to him that such a thing is illegal. We have heard Keita make his own wish, and the three siblings return home together while talking for his friends. Keita accidentally gropes his fellow student Miharu Mikuni and gets slapped. Ako and Riko become surprised that Keita has been cheating when Keita goes to study in the library. Miharu, who is a student librarian, becomes too intimidated by her proximity to gather to go to the bedroom, believing that he will grope her if she takes her eyes off him. Carter chases after her as she tries to get a washroom, intending to return a book she dropped, which looked like Miharu's student. modification booklet and ends up luring her into various hidden spots to hide from Ako and Riko. Unfortunately, they end up getting locked in the G storage room, and their hush of escape plan leads to Miharu revealing herself on Kyoto's back. They eventually manage to escape from the room, and Kato promises to keep the incident secret, though he gets beaten up when he accidentally sees that Miharu have removed her wet panties one of Kyoto's friend. Todo coaxes him into going to the pool with him and Mizuki and inviting Eko and Riko by handing him an erotic magazine, suspicious of what they might be up to. Yuzuki decide to tell them, despite having a fun Asian dilemma since admission to the pool is costly. While trying to hide from them in the bedroom, she is found by Ako and Riko, who mistaking her for a peeping Tom, soak her with water with her clothes. So at Yuzuki borrows Cutter's gym outfit. Later that night, Yuzuki becomes entranced by the manly smell of Cutter's outfit and masturbates while wearing it and fantasize about Keita. She wakes up the next day to find that his pants become soaked in the process. Oddly, Cutter has an nightmare about his teacher doing stuff with him as Keita tries to focus on his studies. Ako and Riko are constantly weaving for his attention, each trying to auto the other in terms of helpfulness. While Keita is alone in the room, Riko playfully starts touching his feet after the warm kotatsu, and he reciprocates. However, their intimate moment is cut short when Ako walks in, catching them. In the act later, the sister decides to find a good luck charm to help Cutter with his studies. During their research, they stumble upon a charm made using pubic hair, which shocks and intrigues them. Despite some initial hesitation, they ultimately decide to pluck their own hairs to create the charm, which they give to Cutter, which are worried not to peek inside. However, curiosity gets the best of Keita, and he takes the charm to school with him, causing Ako and Riko to feel mortified. Before his exams, Ako and Riko come to his aid, leaving school to nurse him back to health. Despite their efforts, the road to recovery proves challenging amidst their caring. The twins find themselves vying for Katie's attention, making it difficult for him to rest. Eventually, both sisters end up licking the sweat of Kate's body, unknowingly passing the call to themselves. As Cutter makes a full recovery, Yuzuki, who proctors the exams, is taken aback to find him present with the exams underway. Ako and Riko reflects on how Cutter supported them when they were in his shoes. Keita returns for his exam, grateful to the sleeping Echo and Riko. Keita eagerly awaits the result of his exams, anxiously pacing back and forth while Echo and Riko try to wish him good luck and despite encountering several unlucky omens along the way. To school they remain optimistic. Finally they arrive at the notices board, only to find that Kyoto's number isn't listed. Disappointment sets in, and the trio becomes depressed. Just as they are about to leave, Yuzuki shows up with a few more numbers to put up on the board, including Cutter's, and the set of his number listed among the successful candidates is a huge reliever for Kyoto and his friends. Ako and Riko had even prepared some celebratory decoration which they exactly show to Cutter. He cheers up and decides it's best not to waste the festive spirit, and the day comes to an end. Kyoto is visited by Miharu. Her dog had picked up Kyoto's mail containing his result from his mailbox. Cutter's heart races as he reads the letter, hoping for the best. To his great joy, he learns that he had in fact passed the exam with flying colors. He can contain his excitement and hugs Miharu in gratitude. After Cutter's graduation, Ako and Riko arrived to find they were too late to get the second match, less any of the buttons off of Cutter's blazer. The second button on male uniform is over the heart and is supposed to be given to the girl he loves to confess his feelings. They decide against Cutter's will to hold a drop for cancellation prizes from Keita, with Ako, Riko, Mikuzaki, and Miharu as participants. The girls all write down their wishes, which are then randomly drawn. Ako's plan backfires, and she ends up getting Kyoto's shirt collar Mikazuki with the opportunity for Keita to flick her skirt, though he is unaware that she isn't wearing any underwear. Riko wins a chance to kiss Kyoto in front of everyone, but is too embarrassed to do, so Miharu gets the remaining prize to spend 5 minutes alone with Kyoto in the equipment room. And allowed to do anything, Kyoto simply uses the time to thank Miharu, but after a slip up, they end up in a comparison position, leading Ako and Riko to assume the worst. Later that night, while While Kyoto sleeps, Ako and Riko make a move for him, though they just gives Kyoto weird dreams. As he unconsciously grabs his jacket, the button he had been saving for them falls out, and they decide to leave him for the night as a new semester starts scatter walls tonight, school, hand in hand with Ako and Riko. The end of them shows Kyoto welcomed by juniors. On his first day, Cutter's classmates also meet him. They start to rush in front of his sister. Due to admiration, Miharu also feels embarrassed, while Kyoto watches his homeroom teacher, Yuzuki Kuru, enter the class and feels angry for Ako, Riko, and Mikuzuki in his class. She throws them out. Ako and Riko happily take Kyoto home. After school at home, Suinoi family enjoys dinner. The remaining part shows the siblings being kids, now growing ups as teenager. Ako and Riko have a final kiss with Kyoto. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel. Well, you have been with you. See you later. Bye bye.